Respect, not your genuine love, respect. I should preach your time to the genuine ones only. You know, God is good. God is so good. And one thing for certain, two things for sure, you can't be nice to everybody. You can't. Because people take your kindness for weakness, or they take your kindness as a threat, or they take your kindness and you saying have a good day, or you taking your kindness and coming out of your character in a healthy way to acknowledge an innocent person, and they take your energy as a threat. It's the mindset for me. When you're not that type of person who puts that type of energy into the universe, you know? You're one of those respectful people, but they love to take your kindness for weakness at the end of the day. It's the mindset for me. How you can come out your comfort zone and respect your neighbor, but your neighbor doesn't know how to respect themselves to respect you at the end of the day. And the first thing that your neighbor wants to throw in your face is they deal with trauma. They got trauma from a child point of view. That's why they acting the way they acting. And they older than you. How you older than me? I know how to hold a conversation. How you older than me? And you got me questioning myself as, well, shoot, where's the normal people at? Because what happens is, when someone is not used to somebody being real to them, this is what the things that they start to do. It's beyond, you know, the thank yous and the respect thing. Because once you start to have malicious intentions and you're a hater, that's a problem. You starting to have third-party conversations about an innocent person who's not trying to project any negative energy into the universe at the end of the day. But you're quick to have third-party conversations about somebody. How you going to line them up? How you going to hurt them? How you going to have other third-party conversations set this person up? All because you're jealous because of the fact that somebody's at peace with themselves. Or you're jealous because of the fact that someone can go home and love themselves, to respect themselves, and understand that they have self-awareness of how to provide and know their self-worth for themselves, and to elevate and become their best self-vision of themselves. And you don't want to see somebody elevating faster than you. So you want to sit there and psych them out their freedom, their thought process, and their eyesight, and their pockets, because you're a hater in disguise? God did not create this. God did not create toxic. God did not create that. God did not create the fact that we go against our neighbors, or it's okay if our neighbor don't like us. That's cool. But we don't need to have malicious intentions to bring harm towards ourselves and others around us because of our neighbors. No. Or I gotta sit here and protect myself from my neighbor because my neighbor is a hater in disguise, and my neighbor don't want to see me go to the grocery store and go to the grocery store when I feel like it, because my neighbor can't go to the grocery store when they feel like it. Or my neighbor got a car and I don't got a car. It be the mindset for me. Or I tie my shoe a certain way. My neighbor don't like the way I tie my shoe, and my neighbor got a problem with it. My neighbor don't like the way I wear my hairdo, but everybody else got the same hairstyle. My neighbor don't like the fact that I get my nails done and everybody else get their nails done. My neighbor don't like the fact that I drink water, and my neighbor's a hater in disguise because they don't understand the definition of what water is, of dehydration, because they never drink water. And they trying to figure out how you so in tune with water, and I can't even get in tune with it, but I know I need to. It be the mindset for me. Or you're well kept and you take care of yourself, and your neighbor doesn't like that. Regardless if you got money or not today, you still well kept. You keep yourself up to date in a healthy way, and people actually like you for who you truly are. And you don't gotta fake gaslight nobody at the end of the day. And your neighbor doesn't like that. Your neighbor doesn't like the fact that you get good compliments all the time on the regular. Your neighbor doesn't like that. Your neighbor doesn't get compliments at all. Your neighbor will sit there and portray to be something that they truly not, you. And then when people start to reevaluate their thought process and say to themselves is, why are you acting like this person for? This is not you. Why are you talking like them, walking like them? It's cool that you inspired or whatever, but you need a whole straight body jacket now, because you're doing too much. It's the mindset for me. Who your neighbor can sit there, have third-party conversations amongst people when it comes to your name, and they looking at themselves and asking you, fool, Why you really don't like this person? This person is a decent person. This person doesn't bother anybody. And you just sit there and say to yourself, "Is I just don't like this person." You wouldn't say it to them, but you're saying it to yourself. And then reevaluating their thought process when it comes to you. That you're nothing but a hate in disguise. You know, it's so funny and delusional how when someone takes your kindness for weakness after they done play you close, don't matter who it is, family, stranger in the street, associate, you put a name to your book. How they would sit there and play you close, right? And manipulate your character for something that you truly not. And try to return back. What happened to all this negative stuff that you had to say, but then what's saying? Keep that same energy. What happened? Remember, I'm retarded, slow, stupid, whatever you put a name to your book, and all I was doing was respecting you. And God just showed me at the end of the day, you ain't for me. And it's okay. Thank you for your time, Nod. I'm just in my lane elevating, becoming my best self vision of myself, as you can see. We can never have a conversation. Never in this lifetime or next. It's the mindset for me. Leave innocent people alone. Leave innocent people alone. It's the mindset for me. Never judge a book by its cover. Stop being one-sided, neighbor. It's the mindset for me. It's not the norm to go against your neighbor. The enemy told you was the norm for you to go against your neighbor. It's not the norm. And God said it's not the norm to go against your neighbor. It's not the norm. God did not instill within us to have violence amongst ourselves or each other. God didn't put us here to hurt ourselves. God didn't put us here to hurt our neighbors. God put us here to elevate and become our best self visions of ourselves. And to respect our neighbors and stay in our own lane. It's okay if your neighbor don't like you, but you can stay in your lane and elevate and understand that I don't have to exchange words with my neighbor. Because my neighbor's not in tune with themselves today. They're miserable beyond miserable. That ain't your problem. They ain't nothing but pain. They got nothing to do with you. And your neighbor doesn't want to do the inner work within. So exchanging words was never part of God's plan when it came to you. So understand the assignment that regardless of whatever your neighbor's going through mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, they ain't got nothing to do with you. But they're quick to project negative energy on your mindset. But just continue to elevate and become your best self version of yourself. To understand at the end of the day, not everybody's going to like you. And it's okay. But to the genuine ones only, protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. They're not. They're not deserving of your time. Everybody is not for you. They would sit here and fake gaslight you and act like they're so in tune with God. And the whole entire time, they trying to psych your thought process on your freedom and in your pockets. And they ain't got good intentions at all. It's disgusting. Leave innocent people alone. For real. Y'all really need to leave innocent people alone. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely love all the right people. You are genuinely respect all the right people. And you receive your respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. Protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Never allow the enemy of hate in disguise or personal malicious intentions psych you out your thought process on your freedom or your eyesight, your pockets in the day. Protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day and have a safe week. With God's protection for every direction. Night, genuine love, respect. Have a good day and have a safe week. Later.